Thank you for tuning into Zim News Beat TV.
I, Jacob Mafume, do hereby take oath and swear to tell the truth, nothing but the truth, so help me God. Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming again to assist this commission of inquiry.
Thank you for having me.
You recall telling this honorable commission yesterday that you are now resident in Greendale. Once more, confirm the address again.
110 Coronation Road. 110 Coronation Road.
Would I be wrong to say that you are getting lying in that aspect? That you stay at house number 110 Coronation Road?
You'll be wrong.
I will ask you to have sight of this document. If you may give. Oops.
Yes.
Is that your place of abode?
Yes, that's where I'm staying, 110 Coronation Road.
Is that your place of abode? Yes or no?
No, I don't recognize this picture. I don't recognize the picture. It's a picture of a hedge and grass.
Okay.
But on the far end, there's something like a breaking and also
It's a container. Yeah, I certainly don't live in a container. No.
No. Why I say so? To prove that we are a liar. We are going for inspection in local. We request for inspection in local. That is 110 Coronation there.
Yeah.
This is actually the investigators when they took pictures of the place. No, that is 110 Coronation. In fact, where you see that container, there's an auctioneer and company which is renting there. That house. Okay. I'm explaining to him. Sorry.
May I? Yeah, I don't recognize. Is if I can?
we just have to visit this place.
Yes, we'll have to visit. I do stay in Coronation, and if also.
Hey, wait.
What is?
I'm ready to go.
Yeah, and my lord, I might want to.
Just hold on. Just hold on. We are getting there. In all fairness, this worship and faith witness, he already told us on record that he want to change coronation. And secondly, this picture you are showing where there is a container, he has recognized this picture. So what it means that we have to get there and find out whether
I do stay.
there is this furniture in there.
Or not? Yes.
And
Yes, and my lord, I wanted. Yes, I wanted to raise a serious security issue. From my recollection, if I had been asked, like everybody else, to ask the investigators or anybody to come where I stay, and they would have verified. I'm worried about the addresses that I've revealed so far. These are my personal private residence. If you recall, the town clerk's residence this year was bombed by a T&T residence, and these are the issues of concern to me. It was an issue of concern to my family yesterday in terms of revealing the addresses. If the prosecutor is worried about where I stay, we can accompany the investigators and show them that the place where I left home tonight. But the parading of addresses.
No, I understand that. I understand that. I share your concern.
And I'm not too sure the other pictures that were taken earlier of where I stay was a picture of my contractor, and it was taken some, I don't know whether some weeks ago.
That's fine.
And I'm not too sure who. I'm not too sure who was used to take those pictures. The figures that we are talking about, I've brought the forensic audit of Hamas and many of the other figures that we are talking about. They run into millions.
No,
and I'm concerned about.
Don't run away from the issue.
Yeah, but I'm worried about.
Just hold on. He is addressing us. Are you?
Yes, I'm addressing. I'm just worried. Is there a way of us verifying the addresses, or even going to the place without broadcasting it to the whole world, unless if it's really necessary to do so?
We share your concern under normal circumstances. Constitutionally, each and every individual is entitled to their privacy. But once an issue of public concern, national concern emerges involving the holder of a public office, in this case, in your position as a mayor, we are entitled and wealth, and those, not really wealth, but the ratepayers and the residents are entitled to know the truth about what you are telling us. It is not about your residence. It is to verify the facts
That you, yeah.
made.
I will.
I allow you.
Okay, thank you.
Time to go on. Therefore, there is a need for us, ourselves, and those concerned, the evidence leaders, and of course the police officers, to go and verify this.
No problem.
It is an inspection law. You as a lawyer are quite aware of that.
Yeah, I'm guided by the.
And without that, it will prejudice you.
Yes.
We have got someone who will say, you live in this place, and you say, I don't.
Okay.
So we are definitely going to carry out that inspection law with the understanding that if your private property, we should do so. Let me go further. We know where the president of Zimbabwe lives. He lives in State House. People pass there time and again. They see State House. They don't go into State House, and they know the address. We are actually entitled to go and see where our honorable mayor lives.
You're welcome.
It's fine. So we take that liberty to go and visit the place and possibly see the furniture inside. And most importantly, we possibly see what this container is.
Okay.
And who knows, containers, it might attract Zimla officials. Professor Mafume might be interested in it. But in any event, cut the long story short, I order that inspection law be carried out forthwith.
Okay.
Right. I take it you are going to use your own private car with your own security.
Yes.
Yes, fine.
Okay.
We make logistics available. We troop to the place which you insist the mayor's place.
Yes, in fact, I'm still proceeding. In fact, there you are attached. We have a bill from City Council for house number 110, Coronation That reason is for Mr. Peter Fupa. I advertised it here.
Yes.
Yes. For house number 10, coronation.
Yeah, no,
That
that's
is the
fine,
previous.
that's fine. But Peter Fupa, this is only about rates. Want to
Yeah.
know about the rates.
Yes.
No, I'll certainly take this body to where I'm staying.
No, I think
coronation.
we are going to
No,
house
we are
number 10.
not going to another place, according to the information we have in on record. They asked when you started to a day or above, that you live in 110 coronation.
Yes,
When
that's
they were suggesting
one.
that you, then you have given us two addresses. You first said you live at 9
Sky Master.
Sky Master.
Belvedere.
Now you then say, no, you left that place, you are now in 110 Coronation Road. This is where you are. This is where you are resident. This is where all your other
Yes,
people are.
yeah, that's
So
I'll
we are
check
definitely going to go there.
Okay, thank you.
Unfortunately, I have no power to stop the press from following us.
No, they are welcome.
Yeah.
I just wanted to highlight that
Yes,
I was putting it more for the record rather than for prevention, that it is there and that I've put it on the record. But
I have this to say, Honorable Chair. I'm sure he should not lead us. The police will lead us to house number 10 coronation.
110. No,
Yes, yes, house number 110 coronation. Not him, but the police. Because we don't want to be led to another place which is not 110 coronation.
No, but you cannot change, but you cannot change the address of all of
Yeah.
us.
Yeah,
You cannot change you cannot change the
and
number.
yes,
We're going to attend now. Please advise us. Are we all going now? Are we ready? Yes, ma'am. You're ready.
yes, I'm ready. What I just wanted just to indicate that I have to alert my wife that we are coming, and also it's a new place, and that I have to
Yeah, that's
verify. Yeah, if you can. And if I'm
To carry out an inspection in local regarding the residence of witness Mr. Jacob Mafume following his assertion that he lives at 110 Coronation Day. Indeed, the commission ordered that an inspection was to be carried out. These are the findings of the inspection that was carried out. The commission, in the company of evidence leaders, witness Mr. Jacob Mafume, the press, and the other interested parties, proceeded to the address, the said address, and this fact, the commission found the following facts. One, that indeed there is place called 110 Coronation Road, which is in fact a residential address. Two, the property is an undeveloped stand, which is a small temporary office under brick and corrugated iron sheets or some such roof, which is used as an office by Mr. Fupa, who runs a business under the name and style of Captain Auctioneers. Three, the Jacob Mafume does not reside in that property, and he confirmed. Four, therefore the evidence he gave about his residence was misleading in the circumstances. That is the ruling.
Most indebted Honorable Chair and Commissioners, if I may proceed.
Under the form. Mr. Mafume, you understand?
yes, I do understand.
You will be given a chance at some stage to explain this. You wanted to explain earlier.
Yes, my lord.
It's your democratic right to make certain corrections, amendments, or alterations or comments.
Yes, my lord.
I know you once came to and appeared before this commission and you assisted this commission with your testimony. Today you have been called to clarify one or two issues. I'm going to show you exhibit number 73, which is before this honorable court. Exhibit 73 is a letter of suspension from employment with pay and benefits in respect of Mafume Mara. Do you recognize that document?
Yes, I do.
What is the implication of that document? Just in brief.
The implication is that Marara will then be on suspension and not reporting for work.
Okay. That document.
I drafted it on behalf of the town clerk.
Who instructed you to draft that document on behalf of the town clerk?
Initially, His Worship engaged me on this issue, and I said to him, because Marara reports to the town clerk, I have to inform the town clerk. Then I had to engage the town clerk on the same issue, and he instructed me to author it on his behalf.
Okay. When you say His Worship, who are you referring to?
His Worship the Mayor Mafume.
When you said he had engaged you, what exactly did he tell you to do?
He said you are the HR director, and the Major Marara had some issues with regards to the job evaluation. Therefore, it is to be charged. And I told him, no, Major Marara doesn't report to me. I can only advise my boss, the town clerk, the way forward. And then I had to go to the town clerk with the message that the mayor had instructed me to do this, and it's you who manages Marara or who supervises Marara. Then the town clerk then instructed me to draft this suspension letter.
Is it within, you are an HR expert, is it within the mayor's mandate to prefer or to instruct the preference of charges against any employee, or it is the duty of the town clerk?
It is the duty of the town clerk. Hence, I had to advise. I advised both the town clerk and the mayor.
Answer the question.
Yes.
So, no, is it the duty of the town
No.
clerk? Or
It's-
the town clerk? Or
It's the duty of the town clerk.
Wait, don't anticipate questions. Listen very carefully. And you answer what you ask.
Okay.
Is it the duty of the town clerk or the mayor who is supposed to provide suspension?
It's the duty of
That's
the,
the question, isn't it?
Yes.
it's the duty of the town clerk.
Did it not surprise you that in fact the mayor was requesting you to prefer charges against Mafume Mara?
It was a surprise because he doesn't supervise Mafume Mara.
Was it proper?
It was not.
Would you say these charges were justified in view of the circumstances of this case?
In fact, further analysis to the matter, I then advised the TC that it would be dangerous to suspend Marara when the commission is still with the City of Harare. Is when the commission hasn't finalized with the investigations of City of Harare.
You advise the town clerk.
Yes. He then instructed me again to write, to author a memo to the chamber secretary on the same.
Okay. Is this the memo you prepared, directed to the chamber secretary?
Yes, that's the correct memo that I drafted on behalf of the chief.
Honorable Chair, Commissioners, the memo is part and parcel of that exhibit. You are aware of the induction meeting for that committee, which was conducted on 20th January 2025?
Yeah, in January 2028, I attended the HR and GPC committee. I attended quite a number of committees that were being inducted on the terms of new terms of reference.
Okay. I'll ask you to have a set of these terms of reference. I'm referring to exhibit number 74. That's for a few questions. I understand this was supposed to be an induction meeting. Was the committee supposed to amend exhibit 74? Proposed terms of reference. Were they supposed to amend the terms of reference? They are orders for reference, to your knowledge.
I think the chamber secretary or the committee's manager, because he is the one who took them through, maybe knows the legal implication of amendments to the terms of reference.
Okay. Okay, go to term of reference number 32. Can you read it loudly?
To consider matters concerning buildings owned or leased by council for use by councillors and municipal staff as accommodation for the latter, unless it is designated as quarters.
My issue is on councillors, and yes, especially on councillors. Was that a proper resolution? You are from the HR department. If regard is yet to the fact that mayors and councillors, councillor chairpersons are not entitled to be given some council houses.
Very true. That's how far I understand. Councillors should not benefit on council accommodation, but only employees.
Is this not part of looting by councillors? If this is to happen.
Yeah, I think it needs correction, because councillors should not benefit.
Is this not pure corruption?
Yet, yes, it is.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Anyway, we'll call upon the mayor to respond to that aspect. My colleague has one issue.
There are those exhibits you
76.
yes, no, we need exhibit 76 is a suspension letter of the new structures following job violation day 31st of 2025. But before the book comes in, these are ready. There are 3 more. Are they ready to be recorded as exhibits? Do you want to be a friend?
No, they've just been finished to you, Honorable Chair. And those are the ones which I said they should be except 76.
Okay, together.
Yes, we are taking them as one bundle. They've been stapled together. Thank you so much.
So before we come to you confirm of allocating houses to the councillors for corrupt practice.
Yes.
Sorry?
Yes.
Just a little follow-up to the question from the chairman before I come to my issue. Now, this allocation of houses to councillors, is it not a practice that was already in place even before the resolution that my colleague, the chairman, alluded to?
I think director of housing who is responsible for allocation might know, because what happens with allocations,
But to your knowledge?
I know nothing.
All right,
Yeah.
okay. I'll come to the main issue that I wanted to address with you. Now, there's been information circulating in the social media relating to the salaries of the executives at the Harare City Council. The information is to the effect that there are actually no formal pay slips for members of the executive, and that payments are made in terms of, would I call it an ad hoc understanding.
That's not correct. Maybe people will not be getting pay slips, but the pay slips, according to my understanding, pay slips should be dispatched to employees on or before the payday.
If you were asked to produce to this commission a register of the salaries of the executives at Harare City Council, would you be able to do so?
Yes, I can.
Please avail that at the earliest time possible.
Okay.
And you confirm that the salaries that they are paid constitute full remuneration, that there are no other payments made outside the stipulated documents.
In terms of salaries, they will be reflected on the pay slip, but there are other benefits that don't reflect on pay slips.
Benefits such as?
Motor vehicle, what else? Holiday, newspapers, they don't reflect on pay slips. Fuel don't reflect on pay slips.
Are you able to give to this commission information pertaining to the holidays of executives?
What I can easily disclose is that directors have a local holiday and a regional holiday. Then grade 4 managers have a local holiday only.
Regional being defined as?
Regional being defined SADC, within SADC region, South Africa, Botswana, Zambia, Malawi, as far as Mauritius.
And this is annual?
Annual, yes, once a year. And it's up to 3 days. 3 days, 3 nights are paid for by council.
For the individual or for the family and children?
For the family and children.
How many children?
Up to 3.
Mauritius.
SADC region, yes, Mauritius included. Mauritius is within SADC.
And And how many directors do we have?
We have 8 directors. Now we now have 8, including the urban Department of Urban Planning that was recently introduced through.
What type of accommodation? Kind of rating of the hotel? 2, 3, 4, 5 star?
I think it's 4-star.
4 star? All inclusive?
Yes,
The flights?
covered.
Sorry?
Flights are covered there.
First, business, economy?
Economy.
And this situation prevails, notwithstanding the financial health of the institution.
No, it's actually dictated by the availability of cash flow. As long as the funds are available, we do owe a number of directors some holidays because of non-availability of cash.
Who determines the
But
cash
it
flow?
becomes an obligation. It's the finance director.
Who himself is entitled to those holidays?
Yes.
Is it ever failed to travel? Utilize that facility?
I have to check. But what I know is we have some outstanding payments for holidays.
So if they don't go, you still owe the money?
Yes. When money is found, you have to be paid your money.
So based on what rate?
They are pegged in US dollars, payable at.
No, that's fine. If you're supposed to go say to the reunion day, and then accommodation is about, say, 500.
You have to review the rates
Then you
at the
have-
time
you
of
have to
going.
pay
Yes.
2 years' time.
You have to review the rates at the time of payment.
And there is an option to convert that benefit to cash.
Sorry?
There is an option to change that benefit to cash if you are not able to travel.
You are paid as cash, then you have to travel and prove that you traveled.
It is actually given out as
Yes.
hard cash.
Yes.
And the town clerk. Sorry, before I go to that, this is applicable to directors in the acting capacity as well.
Yes.
And just to reiterate, whether or not paid immediately, this payment is due, notwithstanding the financial health of the institution.
It's due and it will remain an obligation to employer if he fails to pay.
Are you able to tell, as the director, how many holidays, regional holidays, you paid for last year?
Offhand, I can't. I can compile the data, then maybe
Please
present
avail
here.
that to us. And are you able to give an indication as to whether generally people actually do travel or they receive the cash and keep it?
What I can testify, like I indicated earlier, is for the period between when I was reinstated in October, I can quickly tell. But for the other information, I have to dig out and find from the administrator what actually happened.
You mean you can quickly tell now?
Of the end,
No, it's no pressure.
allow
If
me
you are-
to,
if you are able
to get the correct information. So that,
to do that.
yeah.
And the town clerk has the same conditions?
The town clerk is a slightly higher condition. He has an international holiday, one international holiday. He doesn't enjoy the regional one. He got
Destination?
international, international destination.
The South Pole, if he chooses.
Yes.
And then just clarify, in the situation such as the one that we have, which prevailed last year, where you have more than one town clerk in a financial year or in a calendar year, there's an acting who's dismissed, and what is the position with regards to that benefit? Is the acting town clerk who serves, for instance, from November, eligible for such a reward?
There is actually a CBA to that effect, which clearly stipulates
CBA?
CBA is a collective bargaining agreement between management and the employer. I think it defines at which point one starts benefiting if he is acting. I think it should be 6 months. I can avail all the documents, but I think I brought it.
Or there is a policy that.
There is a policy
But
arising from a collective bargaining agreement.
okay. But my take from that, it is actually possible for two persons to enjoy the same benefit.
Yes, it's possible.
Okay, thank you. Enough of that. The last point, which my colleague covered. You have testified to the effect that, and you indeed put it in writing, that the action proposed to be taken against Marara would be perceived as interfering with the commission of the work. You confirm that?
Yes, I confirm.
Now, what is your view if it is suggested that such action, as we have seen on Mr. Marara, has actually been prevalent for a number of years now, covering the duration of the period that this commission is facing, whereby city executives are held in control by councillors for fear of retributive action such as the one taken against Marara if they step out of line?
It's true, but I also want maybe to highlight, like I indicated earlier, when I was saying I was victimized prior to the coming in of the commission, hence my 80%. It was coming from such interference.
So for clarity's sake, this suspension expulsion route has actually been used as a whip against the executives by the current council,
Yes.
and even the one preceding it.
Yes.
Thank you.
What are the questions in suspension?
Sorry?
What are the questions?
The question that this tool of suspension and dismissal has been used as a tool.
The letter you wrote to the chamber secretary. Was it ever responded?
No. In fact, I went to his office with it and I asked him to read it. And he said he's going to submit the legal opinion to today's HR and General Purposes Committee.
When?
Today we have an HR and General Purposes Committee. He said he's going to submit the legal opinion to the committee.
When was it written?
I wrote it on the 27th
Oh.
January.
When did you go to him?
Sorry?
When did you go to him seeking reports?
Was it Monday? It should be Monday or Tuesday this week. Monday. Monday.
Yes, just. Ms. Matera, thank you again for coming to assist the commission. Maybe just to help me understand how you guys in City of Harare work here. We are talking about a resolution of the Women Affairs and General Affairs Committee to cast. I'm here referring to that one they told the Center. And the same resolution is the one now which you are being asked to interpret. Now, under normal circumstances, we expect that documents discussed in a committee of council, including the resolutions generated from that kind of meeting, would have been provided by the executive to guide the meeting of council. Now, in your case here, you are the acting HR Human Capital Director, and a resolution on HR issues is passed. Were you present at that meeting?
Yes, I was present. And if I can expand further. Yes, I was present, and the content of my input is contained in my report that I submitted. If it was raised within the committee, my advice is actually indicated that HR Director advised it's actually in the content of the Human Resources and General Purpose Committee, but they don't appear on the full council minutes. But the actual committee where I did put my input, because full council will be solely for councillors.
I take it when it comes to full council, all the other directors are also present.
Yes.
And when these recommendations to the committees are now discussed in full council to come up with resolutions, they will all be present.
Yes.
And they are now being asked to interpret the same.
Yes.
I'm baffled by the arrangement this coming up. Who then is coming up with these resolutions which we are interpreting?
It's like when you're in full council, you only talk when you are invited to talk by your chairperson of the particular committee. If you are not invited, I think the chamber secretary and the town clerk will be sitting in front. They can whisper to but as a director seated there, if you are not invited to talk, you can't say anything because you have done your speaking at the committee level.
So you are saying the advice you gave at committee level may not be reflected in this resolution?
Yes, but in the HR GPC committee, it will be reflected.
So the ideas were the resolution, the recommendation coming from the committee is not with input from the professionals.
At committee level, it is some input, but councillors can decide not to take the advice. That's why I'm saying if you read the content and what the director will have advised the committee, it will be reflecting in the committee level report or resolution.
So your report to this committee where this particular resolution was passed is available? That report is available?
I don't remember whether it came as a report or it just emanated from that committee. I have to check.
But I'm saying...
But yes, under normal circumstances, my report will be there. Yes.
When you go to a meeting of the committee?
Sure.
Because in committee meetings, we know that the reports from directors are the ones which guide...
Very true. Very true.
So one would want them to have a look at what kind of recommendations we
Yes. Yes.
This particular committee.
Yes.
Before they adopted this kind of resolution.
Yes.
Thank you, Chair. Thank you, Mr. McKenna. I just want for clarification. You did mention that the mayor moved a motion in full council to amend one of the resolutions. Is that normal?
It's not.
How does the person chairing the meeting have the privilege to move motions?
Yeah,
Is that the normal way of carrying out?
It's out of this world. It was my first time to hear that.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Matenga. Maybe just to clarify, if I understand well, there was a job evaluation done by Lorina, which was implemented 18 months ago, which had the effect of promoting, basically shuffling people, but basically promoting people that deserve to be promoted. Some were active, some were substantive. Now, 18 months later, the employer then decides to ignore the evaluation, which was passed by resolution, I suppose, at implementation. And basically demotes the executive, which is the grade 1 to 4, in December 2024, during the process of this commission, of which 90% of those executives have come here and testified.
Thank you for tuning into Zim News Beat TV.